I went to a routine doctor appointment and they stuck me in a wheelchair and wheeled me right over to the hospital. Little did I know I wasn't gonna go back home until after we had our baby. I couldn't believe that one day made such a difference. And when the doctors were thrilled that he had made it to 30 weeks, the doctors were celebrating in our room.
Because after the surgery, she was out of commission for a little bit, so I was the one that had to take the baby upstairs and get him checked in and go through the NICU process.
I didn't get to see Jet until the next day, and I was wheeled up to the NICU and got in there, and the nurses made me go back down because I needed to take care of myself. And so my parents would take pictures, and I can't do this. They'd take pictures of him at night and bring the pictures back to me at the hospital the next day so I could see what he looked like. When I started to recover from the surgery and started healing, it set in that we had to visit our baby. We had to drive to the hospital to visit our baby, and we were only allowed to hold him for 2 hours a day. It was scary.
Yeah.
Because we hadn't been able to hold our baby up until that point, and it was connected to so many different wires and his feeding tube, and it was awkward. They had to place him on you in such a specific way, and they had to make sure that he had blankets over him so he didn't get so cold.
Definitely, once they gave him to you, you just didn't move, so if you're uncomfortable, that's how you're gonna sit the whole time. Everything was just a constant, battle.
The beeping of the machines in the NICU every time they beeped, knowing that he was having an apnea. Jet's due date was January 3rd, and he was born on October 26th. They continuously tell you that do not expect your baby to come home before their due date. So we were planning to be in the NICU until January 3rd, and meeting all those little milestones. We were just checking them off our list, wondering what the next one was gonna be. The neonatologist came up to me one afternoon and said, what do you think about taking him home this week? And it was before Thanksgiving, and I thought it was a joke, and I laughed, ha ha, that's not a very funny joke. And no, really, he was finally able to keep up his body temperature and suck, swallow, breathe, and he was making the progressions that he needed to make. We opted to do the night in at the hospital, to take that one night there in case there were any apneas or anything. We could just run right down the hall to the NICU. It worked out well. Everything was smooth and perfect that next day.
That's really when it hit home that, our baby is here. This is our baby, and he's doing good.
He's made it. He's out of the woods. He's ours now.
I couldn't be happier with, my two sons. Cruz is going right in his footsteps. I mean, we skateboard, we golf, we play soccer, we swim, we do everything. We're so blessed and so fortunate. We definitely want to spread that message, and we want to raise awareness, and we want to make everybody's experience just as best as it can be through getting the March of Dimes involved.
We want to be that family of hope that can inspire you.
In bringing it up, you don't realize how many people are affected by prematurity. Our neighbor, she was premature, and then even cousins in the past in our family, they're like, oh yeah, I was premature.
We found that there are so many people that are glad that we have started Team Celebrate Jet, and it is an annual thing because it's a way for them to be able to give back and honor their children as well. I really do want Jet to grow up always giving back in a way that's meaningful to him, and so he knows that the March of Dimes is his organization, and we're getting Cruz into it now that he's starting to understand. But it is called Team Celebrate Jet because that's where our journey with the March of Dimes began. We want to do everything that we can to raise as much awareness and money to fund research or programs to help parents be educated, or to find a day where all babies are born healthy.